Hello, my dear students. Welcome to IK Sir Chemistry classes. Myself, Dr. Indrajit Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Vinova University, Hazaribagh. Redox reactions. We will discuss redox reactions in this video. It is a very important chapter in chemistry and it has a wide range of applications in physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry as well as organic chemistry. Its introduction and classical concept will be discussed in this video. First of all, importance of redox reactions. The transformation of matter of one kind into another kind can be carried out by various types of chemical reactions, and the redox reactions are one of them. There are a large number of important chemical reactions which belong to the category of redox reactions. A few examples are given below. The combustion of fuels, the extraction of metals and nonmetals, many reactions taking place in biological systems, reactions taking place in galvanic cells and electrolytic cells, manufacture of chemical compounds such as caustic soda. All these belong to the category of redox reactions. The majority of chemical reactions of inorganic chemistry are redox reactions. Therefore, if we have a good concept of redox reactions, it will be easier to understand inorganic chemistry. It will be easier to balance most of inorganic reactions, and it will be easier to solve many numerical problems of physical chemistry. Thus, we see that the chapter redox reaction has a great importance for competition and general examinations. Concepts of redox reactions. There are three concepts of redox reactions, namely the classical concept, the electronic concept, and the oxidation number concept. But in this video, we will discuss the classical concept. Before starting the classical concept of redox reactions, of oxidation and reduction, let us discuss the classification of elements into following two categories. Before starting the classical concept of oxidation and reduction, let us discuss the classification of elements into following two categories: electropositive elements and electronegative elements. Now the question arises, what are electropositive elements? The elements which have a tendency to form positive ions by losing one or more electrons are called electropositive elements. Let us see it again. The elements which have a tendency to form positive ions by losing one or more electrons are called electropositive elements. Let us see an example. Here, sodium atom loses one electron forming Na plus ion, and therefore sodium is an electropositive element. Hydrogen and metals. Hydrogen and metals such as potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, iron, chromium, etc. are electropositive elements. Hydrogen and metals are electropositive elements. Now, electronegative elements. The elements which have a tendency to form negative ions by gaining one or more electrons are called electronegative elements. Let us see it again. The elements which have a tendency to form negative ions by gaining one or more electrons are called electronegative elements. Let us see its example. Here, chlorine atom gains one electron forming Cl minus ion, and therefore chlorine is an electronegative element. Oxygen is itself a nonmetal, and other nonmetals such as chlorine, sulfur, phosphorus, nitrogen, bromine, fluorine, etc. are electronegative elements. The classical concept of oxidation and reduction. According to this concept, oxidation can be defined as follows: the addition of oxygen or an electronegative element, or the removal of hydrogen or an electropositive element is called oxidation. Let us understand it again. The addition of oxygen or an electronegative element, or the removal of hydrogen or an electropositive element is called oxidation. Let us see them one by one. First of all, addition of oxygen. In this reaction, oxygen is being added to calcium, forming calcium oxide. In this reaction, oxygen is being added to calcium, forming calcium oxide, and the addition of oxygen is oxidation. Therefore, calcium is being oxidized to calcium oxide. In other words, it can also be stated as follows: calcium undergoes oxidation to calcium oxide. Two statements are similar and equivalent. Calcium is being oxidized to calcium oxide, or calcium undergoes oxidation to calcium oxide. Second, addition of an electronegative element is oxidation. Let us see an example. In this reaction, chlorine is being added to calcium. Chlorine is an electronegative element which is being added to calcium, forming CaCl2. Therefore, calcium is being oxidized to CaCl2. In other words, calcium undergoes oxidation to CaCl2. Removal of hydrogen is oxidation. Here it is obvious that hydrogen is being removed from H2S, forming sulfur. Hydrogen is being removed from H2S, forming sulfur, and the removal of hydrogen is oxidation. Therefore, H2S is being oxidized to sulfur, or H2S undergoes oxidation to sulfur. Removal of electropositive element is oxidation. In this reaction, potassium, which is an electropositive element, is being removed from potassium ferrocyanide, forming potassium ferricyanide. Let us see, there are 4 atoms of potassium and electropositive element in the reactant, but in the product there are only 3 atoms of potassium. It means 1 potassium atom is being removed. 1 electropositive element is being removed from the reactant potassium ferrocyanide, forming potassium ferricyanide. Therefore, potassium ferrocyanide is being oxidized to potassium ferricyanide. Because this reaction involves removal of electropositive element potassium, 4 atoms, and there are 3 atoms. 1 atom of potassium and electropositive element is being removed, and the removal of electropositive element is oxidation. Now, according to the classical concept, reduction can be defined as follows: the addition of hydrogen or an electropositive element, or the removal of oxygen or electronegative element is called reduction. Let us understand it again. The addition of hydrogen or an electropositive element, or the removal of oxygen or an electronegative element is called reduction. Let us see these one by one. First of all, addition of hydrogen is reduction. In this reaction, hydrogen is being added to chlorine, forming HCl. Therefore, chlorine Cl2 is being reduced to HCl because hydrogen is being added to Cl2 forming HCl. In other words, it can also be stated as follows: Cl2 undergoes reduction to HCl, or Cl2 is being reduced to HCl because hydrogen is being added to it, and addition of hydrogen is reduction. Second, addition of electropositive element. In this reaction, calcium, which is an electropositive element, is being added to Cl2, forming CaCl2. Therefore, Cl2 is being reduced to CaCl2, or Cl2 undergoes reduction to CaCl2. Third one, removal of oxygen is reduction. Here it is obvious that oxygen is being removed from zinc oxide, forming Zn. Oxygen is being removed from zinc oxide, forming Zn. Therefore, zinc oxide is being reduced to Zn, or zinc oxide undergoes reduction to Zn. And last one is removal of electronegative element. In this reaction, it is evident that chlorine, which is an electronegative element, is being removed from HgCl2, forming Hg. Please note that chlorine, which is an electronegative element, is being removed from HCl, forming Hg. Therefore, HgCl2 is being reduced to Hg. Now the term redox reactions. The chemical reactions in which oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously are called redox reactions. The chemical reactions in which oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously, means together at the same time, are called redox reactions. The word redox is made up of two words: reduction plus oxidation. Red from reduction and OX from oxidation give redox. An example of redox reaction is given below. In this reaction, Fe2O3 is reduced to Fe. Fe2O3 is reduced to Fe because it involves the removal of oxygen, and the removal of oxygen is reduction. On the other hand, CO is oxidized to CO2. CO is oxidized to CO2 because it involves the addition of oxygen, and the addition of oxygen is oxidation. Note that there are one atom of oxygen in CO, while there are two atoms of oxygen in CO2. Now the time for self-assessment. Select the correct option regarding the reaction given below. A chemical reaction is given here, and 4 statements are given about it. Select the most correct option for this reaction. Please pause the video and try to solve the problem within 3 minutes. Let us see. First statement is FeCl3 is reduced to FeCl2. FeCl3 transforms into FeCl2 involving removal of electronegative chlorine atom. FeCl3 contains 3 atoms of chlorine while FeCl2 contains 2 atoms of chlorine, and the removal of electronegative element is called reduction. Therefore, FeCl3 is reduced to FeCl2 is correct statement. Another statement is H2S is oxidized to S. The transformation of H2S to S involves the removal of hydrogen, and the removal of hydrogen is oxidation. Therefore, statement 2 is also correct. It means both A and B are correct, and therefore the correct option is C. Thank you for watching the video with patience. If it is informative to you, please like, subscribe and share it.